In this video, I'm going to show you an unboxing of this 3D print from 3DEgos. But before we get into today's video, just want to share with you what the GGGGs are for this month. Each month, Bob the Beholder picks some of my Patreon supporters to receive gratitude gifts. And for this month of June of 2024, we're actually going to be shipping this print out to one of my Patreon supporters, as well as $100 going towards a crowdfunding campaign, which my Patreon supporters will be voting upon. Go ahead and use the link below to go to my Patreon page, as we will be continuing to populate that list as the month goes along. So I've done a video before for 3DEgos. They are a printing company that actually creates 3D prints for sale on their website. I think they also have an Etsy store. Go ahead and use the links below in the video description if you want to go check them out, as they have a huge variety of 3D prints that are available for sale from various number of STL creators, including Printable scenery with their most recent campaign that they had called Ramshackle and Ruin. So they sent me some of those prints, and they also have a painting service. So we're going to be checking out in this unboxing the quality of the paints as well as the quality of the print. So let's go ahead and switch camera angles and I can show you what's inside this box. They asked me which one of the buildings that they wanted me to receive from them, and I said just any of the buildings. Ruin versions is what I like. Wow, there's a lot of bits and pieces to it. And if you're unfamiliar with the campaign, go ahead and use the link to go to Printable Scenery to check out all of the available buildings that are there. That's a pretty good paint job. I'm trying to figure out, okay, they printed it in brown PLA, and it looks like they just dry brushed over certain parts. But that's a pretty good paint job right there. I think this is printed at 0.2 millimeter height is my guess. There's a little bit of lift in the corners, which isn't uncommon for 3D printing, these larger flat surfaces. And then there are these holes for stacking these up. Oh, these are the railings. And then look at that. Stonework looks pretty good. But looks pretty good, so we'll go ahead and assemble it. It's nice that they give you some filament because you need this in order to create the hinges for the doors. I'm finding that you do need to trim this hole so that the PLA strip will go through at the bottom, because it looks like they printed this standing up, and then there's also a brim that you can trim a little bit better here so that the door will fit in the frame. So it looks like you can switch these up in terms of what you slide into here. And there are various sizes. And these are supports for the balconies. So you just go ahead and insert all of these in here. don't forget these pieces up here as well. And then this railing. Again, I would probably glue this down because there's no reason to keep this modular. But glue this down, and then these spikes also go across the top here, I think. And again, I would glue these in so that they stay in place. So here it is assembled. I'm not quite sure if this was printed incorrectly because I feel like the railing should be on the outside, so I would probably mirror this in printing just to put the railing on the outside, or maybe I put this together wrong. I'm not 100% sure. I guessed how all the pieces came together, but look how awesome this is. I am really impressed just with the print quality as well as the paint quality. Really hard to tell that this is 3D printed, and I think this will look good on any tabletop. And I've always liked printable sceneries, STL files. I always feel like they are really clean and print out really nicely. So if you missed out on their Ramshackle and Ruin, you're able to, as always, pick up the buildings individually, or there might be a late pledge. I'm not 100% sure, but you can check out their website too. But good job on 3DEgos in producing a quality product. I could definitely recommend using them if you're interested in getting some of these prints. And again, oops, that piece fell off. But again, if I were you, I would glue these pieces down because I wouldn't necessarily be changing up the toppings at all. So it looks fantastic. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this product and the paint job that they did on it, the quality as well of the prints, and the fact that they throw in some extras in case you break or lose some of them, and the filament that they give you and include. So really, you don't have to have any experience with 3D printing, and if you don't have a 3D printer, I think this is a great option, and you've always wanted to have some of the awesome fantasy terrain that is available out there. Not only do they have buildings, but they also have furniture for inside of inns and places like this where you can put beds and all kinds of knickknacks. So again, go ahead and use the link below to go to my Patreon page where you might be chosen by Bob at the end of the month to receive this printed copy, and also check out 3DEgos websites if you're interested in seeing what's on their product line. Thanks so much for watching. Happy gaming. We'll see you next time.